This is Aries Stories. Stories for the quiet hours, when familiar places begin to feel unfamiliar. Tonight's story is called The Room That Stays Lit. There's a room in my house where the light is always on. I don't remember when I first noticed it. That's the strange part. It feels like something I've always known, like the way the stairs creak on the third step, or how the kitchen window doesn't close all the way in winter. Just part of the house. The door is at the end of the hallway, plain, same as the others, same color, same handle. But the light underneath it never goes out. At first, I didn't think much of it. Houses have quirks, old wiring, faulty switches. And it wasn't bothering anyone. If anything, it was comforting. A steady glow at the end of the hall, something constant. Even at night, when everything else was dark, that thin line of light would still be there. Unchanging, reliable. I don't remember ever opening the door. Not in the way you'd expect. I've stood in front of it before, hand on the handle, thinking about it. But every time, something would interrupt. A sound downstairs, a phone notification, a thought that didn't quite belong. And I'd walk away. It never felt like avoidance, just timing. Like the moment wasn't right yet. Then one night, the power went out. No warning, no storm. Just darkness. The entire house dropped into silence. No hum from the refrigerator, no distant buzz of electricity in the walls. Nothing. I stayed still for a moment, letting my eyes adjust. The hallway was completely dark. Except for one thing. The light under the door. Still there. Unchanged. A thin, steady line, cutting through the darkness. My chest tightened slightly. That wasn't possible. I knew it wasn't. And for the first time, it didn't feel comforting. It felt separate. Like whatever was on the other side of that door wasn't connected to the house at all. I found myself walking toward it before I had decided to. Each step felt quieter than it should have. The closer I got, the brighter the light seemed. Not stronger, just clearer. More defined. Like it wasn't diffused by anything. Like it didn't belong to a bulb. I stopped in front of the door. The handle felt colder than the rest of the house. Not freezing, just untouched. Like no one had used it in a very long time. I hesitated. Not because I was afraid. Because something about the moment felt important. Like opening that door would change something I wouldn't be able to undo. But the light didn't flicker, didn't shift. just waited. So I turned the handle. The door opened without resistance, and the light wasn't a light. It was a space. The room on the other side was larger than it should have been, not just bigger than the house. Bigger than anything that could fit inside it. The walls didn't feel like walls. They stretched too far, faded too gradually. Like they were more suggestion than structure. The light didn't come from above, or from any single place. It just existed. Soft, even, endless. There was no furniture, no windows, no clear boundaries. Just the sense of a room that didn't need to belong anywhere. Dries. I stepped inside. The air felt different, not colder, not warmer. Just still. Completely untouched. Like nothing had ever moved through it. And then I noticed something at the far edge of the space. Something that hadn't been there before. A door. Identical to the one behind me. Same color, same handle. Same thin line of light. Beneath it, my chest tightened again. I turned back. The door I had entered through was still there. But it felt farther away. Not physically. Just less certain. Like it wasn't the only way out anymore. I looked at the second door, and without thinking, I understood something. This wasn't a room. It was a place between rooms. A space that connected things that weren't meant to touch. The light wasn't there to illuminate it. It was there to keep it stable, to hold it in place. A thought surfaced, quiet and uninvited. How many doors are there? I took a step back. The first door, the one that led home, felt less real now. Less certain. The second door, though, felt clear, defined. Waiting. Yeah. And for a moment, I had the distinct unsettling feeling that whichever door I chose next would decide where I belonged. I stepped back through the first door. The hallway returned instantly. Dark, silent. The power was still out. But the light under the door was gone. Completely gone. The door looked normal.